I'm telling you, half of this...
I don't care what you tell me, I'm telling you.
What about if we just reshuffled it to here?
No, I said it stays there. How many times I have to tell you that? Tell you one thing, when you start out messing with, I'll sue every damn one of you.
Okay.
What the hell is going on?
You can care for him if I had some.
Hannah, we are on your team.
Will you shut up when I'm talking to her?
Whoa, don't stop with me. Calm down.
My mother is nobody's concern with her.
These children that she has raised, it is by far the most dysfunctional family I have ever seen.
I haven't been this angry in a hot minute. Holy hell, not only did I want these houses to burn down, I wanted the people from this episode to be inside those houses.
When it burned down.
So let's meet our first, what do we even call her? Animal. Actually, no, that would be offensive to the actual animals. Let's meet our first human garbage, Hannah. She introduces herself as a proud cotton-picking, ridge-running stump jumper.
Cotton-picking, ridge-runner, stump jumper. Damn proud of it.
She lives on a farm and raises a bunch of animals. Chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, goats, sheep. In one of her opening scenes, she's feeding her goats, and one of the goats jumps up in excitement because, I don't know, maybe she's excited to finally get some food, and the frickin' human piece of garbage goes, "LaWanda, I'm gonna slap you if you don't listen! Get down!" And she slaps the goat's face. I mean, it's not like a full force, violent slap, but it's a quick tap. And she's like, "Get down! I said get down!" Oh my God. I hope when that piece of crap is sleeping at night, that goat tramples all over her fugly ass face.
LaWanda, I'll slap you, you don't listen. Down, daggone you!
Ooh, I'm pissed. I am so pissed. I really don't like her. And we're only 2 minutes into the episode, and I was like, do I even want to finish? But then I was like, well, it's only 2 minutes in, so how much worse can it get? Then we get a look inside her house, and it's exactly what you'd expect. There's boxes, clothes, just tons of stuff, dirt, trash, garbage everywhere piled on top of each other. And she doesn't identify herself as a hoarder because everything in her house is apparently something that she's eventually gonna need. So why throw anything out?
Don't throw away anything that I can use later. I don't call it a hoarder. I call it keeping what you need to buy when you don't have money to go buy it later.
Because she has so many things inside her house, she can't live there anymore. So she lives inside a trailer right next to her house. And in that tiny trailer are tubs and tubs and tubs of chickens. There are cages and cages of chickens that are cramped up inside. They literally can't even turn around. They can't move. There's just a bunch of chickens in each tub and cage. And she's going through the chickens, and then she sees one dead chicken and she tosses it to the side.
Well, they're killing you. Damn.
There's chicken feces everywhere that she hasn't cleaned up for days and days and days. I mean, probably longer. She also has no heat in the trailer, and winter's coming up and it's super, super cold where she lives. So basically what she's trying to do is she has to clean her house so that she can go back into her house where she has heat.
It's important to me to get out of that old raggedy trailer and back into my house where I don't freeze my behaggies off all winter long.
I think that was the case. I don't know. Honestly, I don't give a f. The point is, she has to clean her house. And not only is Hannah in dire need of help, her animals are in way worse condition that if they don't get immediate medical attention, a lot of them will die. And at this point, I'm only 3 minutes into the episode, and I'm horrified by the living conditions for these animals. We meet two of her daughters. I think one of them was Linda, the other one's Becky. And we see Becky, she's crying for her mom who doesn't have heat in the freezing winter. But honestly, I don't give a fuck about Hannah. I'm crying for these poor fucking animals. At least Hannah has free will to do something about it. She can use her legs and leave, okay? But these animals don't have a choice. Becky is her oldest daughter, and she hates how the animals are being treated. They're basically being tortured in Hannah's prison. Half of the goats can't even walk properly. They're limping around, and Hannah grabs one of the goats' necks and faces, and she's slapping them while yelling at them. It is
Filthy. You listen to me. You quit fighting them others. You hear me? I spank.
This video is sponsored by Raycon, and please let me tell you about their bone conduction headphones because my mom and I love them. My mom actually steals them from me all the time because she can't use earbuds. Her ears hurt, so these are perfect since they sit off your ears and send sound through the vibrations in your bones, which means your audio is clear and crisp while your ears stay open. And it's Black Friday / Cyber Monday season, which means you can save up to 30% off Raycon audio products. I'm gonna get my mom her own pair for Christmas so that she can stop stealing mine. These are amazing for multitasking, so whether you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're shopping, you're walking the dogs, or doing whatever else you're doing, you can do it all and still hear everything going on around you. These have 13 hours of battery life, they're waterproof, dustproof, and they're not gonna slip off your ears. I think my favorite thing about Raycon is they give you premium performance at an affordable price. So if I were you, I would take advantage of their Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. So click the link in my description or go to buyraycon.com/mythotsbc. Again, that's buyraycon.com/mythotsbc and save on Raycon audio products while the sale is still going. And thank you Raycon for sponsoring this video. We learned from Becky that she and all her siblings were severely abused by Hannah growing up.
We were abused many different ways.
The abuse was bad.
And then Hannah just casually drops that she has 16 kids and 10 of them are alive. So what happened to the 6 that died? In 1983, all of her kids were removed from her house, and that's when she started hoarding things, including animals. And when a producer confronts her about it, she's like, "There's no such thing as hoarding animals. Animals can go wherever they want to go."
You can't hoard an animal. An animal will go where they damn well please.
Meanwhile, they're all in cages.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding.
Time for the psychologist to come and talk to Hannah, but Hannah does not want to talk to her, so Linda, one of the other daughters, opens a trailer to show the doctor around, and she is horrified by not only the disgustingness of the trailer, but the animal cruelty.
I mean, this isn't fit for anything to live in.
It's absolutely animal abuse and cruelty. There's no question about it.
The chickens are crowded in these tubs. They're caged in. There's no room for them to move around at all. There are dead chickens in these random boxes and containers.
Is she hoarding dead animals? Why is she not even throwing the animals away?
This is the second time I've seen one dead. I've seen one dead outside.
Linda cries to the doctor about how her mom has heart issues, lung issues, back issues, so many health problems.
Heart, lung, back. She can't walk. And look.
But I'm sorry, I don't give a about Hannah. Did I mention that? I don't give a flying Okay, free those animals. Get those animals help. And then deal with Hannah. I don't really give a what happens to Hannah. I'm gonna need to bleep all these curse words out. So editor, please bleep all the F words out just because I feel like I've said it so many times. Yes, sir! I am so upset for these animals. Well, thank God the cleaning crew finally arrives. They gather around Hannah, and I don't know if it's the manager or the team lead, but they're like, "Remember, you guys, Hannah's in charge." And Hannah's like, "Nothing goes in the trash unless I tell you to." I'm sorry, does that include you? Please, she would be the first one to go.
If we don't know already, Hannah is in charge, okay?
And nothing gets thrown into the dump trucks unless I tell them to.
Loud and clear.
Okay, if I were on that trash team, the cleanup crew, I'd be like, "Get her into that trash and light it on fire." She looks at the cleaning crew and she's like, "I've been alive for longer than all of y'all have, okay?" Blah, 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 blah. So they start to clean, and in one of the cages, there was a giant layer of feces, just like layers upon layers. And underneath all those layers of shit was a dead chicken.
Dead chicken that was underneath about a foot of feces. Okay. It got crushed under the weight of the feces, and it was in a cage, so it couldn't get out.
The team goes outside to check on the farm animals, and one of the goats looks so sad.
She ain't wanting to be petted much.
She's hopping on one leg because her leg got stuck in a fence last year that Hannah did nothing about. There's another goat hopping around pregnant. She's about to deliver her baby next month. Some of the ducks can't even move around. They have no access to water. They should be able to swim, but they haven't been able to swim because Hannah won't let them swim. So instead, they're locked up in a cage And one of the people, they're like, you should let the ducks swim. They should have access to water. She screams at the therapist, I don't want the ducks to be able to swim. There ain't gonna be laying no eggs in the water.
They need to have access to water so that they can swim,
No, I don't want them in no water to swim. I don't want them laying their eggs in water where I can't get them to sit.
What the f***? Somebody needs to light her nasty ass on fire right now before I literally light it myself. I swear, oh my God, she is so disgusting. I was so mad watching this episode. I was so angry. One of the helpers noticed a pond right by her house, and they're like, oh my God, there's a pond right there. Why don't you let the ducks swim right now, just for a little bit? I don't want them in that pond. Hell no.
No, I don't want them in that pond.
That would be great.
You put them in that pond, well, goodbye. I just fed them for nothing.
They look into her eye and they're like, do you think these living conditions is fair to these animals? Yep. One of the guys was like, we need to get rid of some of this junk in the barn because the goats need space to move around. No, don't you touch nothing in the barn, okay? They have enough space for now, okay? You ain't moving nothing out of this here.
I don't care what you're telling me. I'm telling you. I own it. You don't.
What about if we just reshuffled it to here?
I said it stays there. How many times I have to tell you that?
They try to tell her gently that the animals need better care, and Hannah is like,
no, they don't. I've been taking care of them, blah, 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 for so long, they're fine.
What is this?
What is this?
What the hell? What the hell's going on out here?
Now, all of a sudden, animal control drives in, and no one expected this. Not the therapist, not the cleanup crew, not the doctor, not Hannah. I was so happy. I was really, really hoping that they would save these animals. They would get them the hell away from Hannah. But the doctor and the therapist talk to the animal control, and they're like, let us handle it, please. So the animal control people are like, okay, and they drive away.
What the hell?
I don't know, Mom. I don't know.
We asked them to leave because we thought that Hannah was going to work with us.
We got it covered. You're okay.
Hannah is losing her freaking mind. She's like, oh my God, oh my God. The therapist and the doctor are like, don't worry, Hannah. We told them, we handled it. Don't worry, they're not taking your animals. Why the hell not?
Why? 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 Why?
You should have let them take the animals. The freaking guy is trying to tell Hannah, we're on your team, we're on your side, we're here to help you. And she's like, can you shut the hell up? I'm trying to talk to this woman right here.
I can care for him if I had some.
Hannah, we are on your team, I promise.
Will you shut up when I'm talking to her?
I did laugh at that though. And then what really upset me was the therapist was trying to tell Hannah, like, please let us take the sick animals to get the medical attention they need, because if they don't get medical help right now, they're gonna die. And Hannah was like, no, you are not gonna remove any animals out of my house.
We got to deal with this.
Let Robin take the sick ones so you can keep
Yeah,
the
but
rest
you
of
take
them.
I don't give a damn. You take the ones you're calling sick, and I've got nothing left.
That really pissed me off. Hannah screaming, she's yelling, she's refusing to let them take any of the animals, and all of a sudden, Becky, okay, remember the oldest daughter, she comes running. Okay, running, and she's pissed. She's angry, and honestly, I thought she was gonna be mad at her mom, but she's throwing hands at the therapists and the cleanup crew.
Don't stop with me. Don't stop with me.
I called y'all to help my mother, okay, not to make things worse. Blah, 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 blah. She's screaming at them. She's pissed. She's about to throw a punch at one of them. And they try to get her to calm down. They're like, calm down, calm down. We're on your side. We're trying to help. We're trying to help.
I'm not going to deal with my mother getting upset and having a heart attack. No, that ain't what I got.
She's right here. We're going to do something.
Holy moly. Becky finally calms down, and then one of her brothers makes a side comment in the back and says everything was fine until Becky showed up, and that made her pissed off all over again. So then she starts throwing hands at her brother, and they're screaming at each other, and the people, I don't know if it was the production crew or I don't know, but people are trying to hold them back.
Everything is going fine until her
Bart,
shut your mouth, Bart.
Don't do it, Bart.
They are so dysfunctional, and I did notice that Hannah was kind of egging Becky on. They spent the entire day trying to calm Hannah down, trying to convince her to take the animals, the sick ones, just the sick ones, to get the medical attention they need. And Hannah was like, no, no, no. They try to convince her over and over again, and they finally get her approval to remove the sick ones. Now, at this point, the animal people haven't even seen inside the trailer. Remember the trailer where all the chickens are cooped up? So they go inside and find all of these chickens stuck inside these tubs and these cages covered in feces. One of the chickens is actively dying. He has no meat on his bones. He had been starving for however long, who knows, and the animal helper holds the chicken in her jacket. And you guys, I cried. I've never cried over a Hoarders episode, but I cried over this chicken.
This little bird got absolutely no meat on his bones at all. I can't change everything here, but I can change this chicken's little world.
It was so sad. The chicken was dying in that lady's arm, in her jacket, and that lady said, I would rather have him die in my arms than in that cage, and I'm able to offer this chicken some good before she dies. And shortly after, the chicken died. They go outside, tell Hannah that one of the chickens died and all of her chickens are starving. Well, I'll get them more food, no problem. Don't remove them, don't touch them, they're mine. At this point, food isn't going to help them. They're all really sick. They really need help. Now they're fine.
Well, if they're starving, I gotta give feed to them. Gotta spin them down in the
help
cage.
right now.
So they take the rest of them off. It don't cost none of you a penny.
Then she notices a camera in her face and she tries to hit it away. She tries to smash her microphone. And then we find out that the animal helpers are out of state, so they're not allowed to legally remove the animals without Hannah's permission. And I'm thinking, then call the state animal team. Like, what the fork? We need to remove those damn animals. What the fuck? Call the Illinois state frickin' animal saving team. I don't know. So they said, we can't do anything. So we're going to feed the animals. We're going to clean the cages. We're going to make sure they get the water and the care. And first thing Monday morning, we're going to call the state so that they can intervene.
All boxes got to go out to the barn. No, they don't, because there is stuff in there that cannot go in the barn. Okay.
Hannah is putting up a fight every damn minute. She is screaming, she is yelling, she is pushing everyone. I hate her. I hate her so much. I've never hated someone on one of these reality shows that I've covered as much as I've hated Hannah.
And I don't give a whether you like it or don't. Okay. But they're going to the barn. They are.
Hey.
You want me to say to her?
Hey.
Quit, Becky.
Can she just die? Am I not allowed to say that? I don't know, but can she die already? Like, my God. So then we learned that Hannah not only refused their help, she refused all the aftercare help as well.
She does not think that she has a compulsive hoarding problem. She does not by any means see anything wrong, and she's refusing all help at this point.
We also learned that the chickens were released from their cages, but they remain on the property. They were not able to save the animals. In November 2011, the state of Illinois charged Hannah with failure to provide proper shelter and veterinary care to the animals, and that's it. I don't know what that means. Does that mean she paid a fine and got to keep all her animals? And that's it. That was Hannah's story. No happy ending for the animals, unfortunately. It just made my blood boil. I was angry. So mad. So I had to Google. I had to see if there was an update. I did learn that she eventually died. And I also learned that one of her 16 kids is her son named, let me try to find this article, Glenn Ramey. I don't know how to pronounce it. It doesn't fucking matter because he's also a piece of human garbage. He was sentenced to 60 years in prison for raping an 8-year-old girl who was later found dead, named Sabrina Stauffenberg. I don't think it's fair to say the entire family is up, but Hannah sucks. He sucks. I hope they rot in hell forever and ever and ever. There was actually another couple, Kathy and Gary, featured in this episode, but I'm gonna save them for another episode recap because I'm tired. I'm tired from screaming and yelling and being so angry at the human garbage Hannah was. But thank God she's dead. Good riddance. And hopefully her freaking son who raped and murdered an 8-year-old girl is also rotting in prison and rotting. I hope they both rot in hell. Rot in hell forever. And that is the episode recap. Thanks for watching. Let me know all your thoughts, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.
Don't talk to me!
Don't talk to